All right, welcome back, guys. We're moving on to our next match. It is going to be LG.Loyal facing off against You Guys Get Paid. We're going to be starting off here on Eichenwald. I'm Jamerson, once again joined by Storm. Storm, last match of the day. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good right now. I'm thinking this could be a rough match. Honestly I have no idea what to expect from this one. We saw You Guys Get Paid. If I'm not mistaken, they dropped to FaZe yesterday 0-2. And after seeing what FaZe just did there on Watch Point Gibraltar, I've kind of got a big question mark over the You Guys Get Paid. They're kind of over their heads right now. But I've watched this team ever since they actually became a team a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago. I can't quite recall how long it was. But they were toying with a couple of components of their roster, most notably their main tank. But Beast Halo seems to have made the cut for these guys, which I agree with that pick over who they had previously. But they're going to have their hands full, I think, with LG.Loyal here.
Yeah, and so LG.Loyal starting off on the defensive side and taking a look at their composition. They're just going to go for that traditional triple tank comp spree, of course, on the Zarya. It's been doing a fantastic job so far here in the group stages. Super Fluke picking up the Reinhardt and Ube rounding up that comp with that Roadhog. Oba is going to be playing the hit scan for them. Now on the side of the offense, it looks like they might be going for that heavy dive composition.
Oh, I easily expect this heavy dive composition to come out from these guys. This is they really like to run this from the past tournaments they've played in here. So I'm looking for this a lot today from these guys. But of course, they can always make that change over to Reinhardt if they want to. But they're going to rely a lot on Moffat right now, coming over from Splice, of course, to see what he's able to get done here on the Tracer. And of course, Rina is on that Genji, going to be playing that 2-2-2 setup on the side of Get Paid.
Alright, here they are, teams meeting off at the choke point, and Rena's already trying to get into the back line.
He's trying to look for some damage there on. Oh, he just gets dropped instantly. Man, they were having none of that. Oh, man, that was just... And he finds the kill in the end. Nice pick coming out there from Oma and Super Fluke, of course, with the Fire Strike, and just shutting them down right away.
Yeah, that's what, the Roadhog is supposed to do against this triple dive composition. Focus out one of the divers immediately and just take them out of the equation. Really decrease their firepower there in the back line and getting it onto Rina. That was a huge pickoff. He does miss that hook, though.
Yeah, but still, they are getting them dangerously low at this point. Moffat's under a lot of heat here. They do lose Jadon to actually get things started here. They pull two back in their favor. Another pick from Ube. Finds the one onto Moffat. This guy has to be dealt with. Get Paid want to have something, want to be able to get a point on the board here. A minute down, though. Two team fights already going over to Loyal.
I mean, possibly if they go with the Zenyatta just to give them a little bit more oomph, but that hook coming in, Ube is a monster right now.
I mean, what do you do about that, man? You don't have a Reinhardt. You've got a barrier from Winston, but why would he drop it there? So you just got to be careful. You got to be paying more attention. Space, though, he went over to D.Va momentarily. Now he's actually on the Roadhog. He was playing Zarya. So they do have a few ults starting to come up here, but they're at a big disadvantage compared to this Nano Visor combo that's probably going to be coming down here soon from Oba.
Alright, we do have the Earth Shatter coming out from Super Fluke, and he connects it onto the majority of that You Guys Get Paid squad. They're starting to get cleaned up. Moffat was in the back line. He was on the point, but it's going to be Velan that actually cleans that up. And now 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Now they do have some ultimates coming online on the side of You Guys Get Paid. So it's going to come down to Rina being able to do something with that Dragon Blade.
Yeah, but the big thing is Oba is ready to go with the Tac Visor here. Spree as well. They've got everything other than that. Oh, there's the Nano Visor coming out here into the Dragon Blade, but 2 picks on the board to get it started as they find another, and Arena can't get anything done. I'm going to bring this up right now. I didn't know when I wanted to bring it up, but I was talking to the LG.Loyal manager beforehand here, and he was like, yeah, I don't know what to expect from this matchup. Well, you got your wish right now, because these guys are steamrolling. Absolutely steamrolling Get Paid.
Yeah, Oba trying to show up Zoms on Eichenwald here. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get that 6K like Zoms was, but 4K is pretty darn good as the Graviton Surge comes out.
Yeah, they don't even need to use the whole hog. Usually, I don't even know what to say about this right now. Usually, you see the whole hog into the Graviton Surge. That's a terrific combo, but Ube's just able to hold on to this one, and 105 remains. Make a change, something. Move Beast Halo over to the Reinhardt. Keep Moffat and Rina on what they do best with this Genji and Tracer, but I don't know. This just isn't working at this point. You got to think about making a change with only 55 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Beast has been sitting on this Primal Rage for a while now. He's been getting focused down so quickly as the sound barrier does come out.
Oh, another pick for Mube. Both bombs out there. Moffitt finds a pick for the squad, but is it enough to actually make an impact? Whole Hog's out. Not really sure about that Whole Hog Mube, but he actually does find a mark. He turns the corner, and Space is actually sitting around, finds a nice hook. Is going to be able to clean this one up. Still, he gets it with a bio grenade. He's going to be taken down, and I don't know, can they make the...
Yeah, it's looking very difficult right now as the offense are just continuing to stream on to the point. They've cleaned them up. Super Fluke is pushed up, but he's going to go ahead and give up the point now. So with about 13 seconds left on the clock, they finally secure it.
Yeah, honestly, that came down to that single fight and a few mistakes. I really think that LG.Loyal was playing a little, not aggressive, but just a little too, I guess you could say, cocky, because there was no reason they should have lost that fight. They even had ult advantage. They just, Ube ulted. I don't know where he was ulting to. He just did it, and there was no one around. And then the rest of his support got taken down early. That actually opened up the fight with Moffitt finding a nice sticky there onto the Ana player. So that was a good pick from him. But LG.Loyal are playing very aggressive.
Yeah, Ube got a little bit baited there as the pulse bomb does come out. Moffitt's going to connect with it. Now Oba's going to push forward. He's got that nano visor. He's starting to lay down the damage, but he gets hooked in. Beast, Halo, and Space coming up for that kill.
Oh, Dragon Blade as well from Rina. Able to find a pick there with Swift Strike. Finds another way in the back onto the support, and finally they have an opportunity. They're going to be able to move the payload to finally open the gate itself. By the time this actually gets rolling, they're probably going to have about 130 to work with in the second phase of this map. Not a lot of time for get paid.
And they have two high impact ultimates coming out on the side of LG.Loyal. Spree with that Graviton Surge. Super Fluke, he has that Earth Shatter, and they're aggressively pushing forward. They're on the payload right now. Rena's trying his best to keep them at bay, but Oba gets that first kill onto Beast.
Ooh, Reyna narrowly making out of that fight alive, but like you had said, if they don't have Beast, they can't afford to push in, especially, you know, they're down a man, but they're down their, oh my goodness, today. Finds another pick. I was about to say they're down a man, but, you know, they're down their Winston there, so they can't really afford to have push without that front line, but another pick coming out there from the Roadhog.
This is a huge power spike. Power advantage in the favor of LG.Loyal right now. Graviton Surge comes out and lands onto a support, and that Rita, he's gonna go down and immediately shut down. Coming out from LG.Loyal, and they hold on to a good majority of their ultimates. They only committed the Graviton Surge along with that sound barrier.
Yeah, Hiden has been on top of following up off of those Graviton Surges. Actually everything with the bio grenades, so props to him for being able to do that. 35 seconds remain. At this stage, it would take 3-1 team fights, I think, to be able to get that second checkpoint, and they're going to be doing it in overtime if possible. Super Fluke ready to go here, ready to go with that Earth Shatter. If he wants to drop it, there's nothing actually stopping him from doing it.
Yeah, the Winston barrier is there, though, as the Primal Rage comes out. Doesn't quite connect, but we've got the Dragon Blade coming out for Rina. He's trying to go after them, but it's going to be Moffitt that comes up with a double kill, keeping this point alive for them, as we are getting closer and closer to overtime.
Yeah, there's no reason that Pulse Bomb should have been able to get 2 kills. Moffitt sticks the Reinhardt. Super Fluke charges forward, and he's next to his Lucio while the Pulse Bomb actually detonates. So that's how that double kill went down, unfortunately, for the side of LG.Loyal. But like I mentioned, they still got to win a couple team fights. Moffitt playing really aggressive.
Really dangerous game they're playing here. They're in an ultimate drought. They don't have anything to use, but Space gets the kill onto Ube, but Spree will trade on back.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they're down a lot of guys. Graviton Surge comes through there from Spree. 2 kills going to be secured there. Super Fluke just charges them off the payload. So they have their mark set. If I'm getting paid, I'm satisfied, oddly satisfied with where that payload is, because there's no reason, given their performance initially, that they should have been able to come up with that first checkpoint. Other than the fact that Moffitt was a big playmaker for those guys, I didn't really see anything else coming out from the side of Get Paid. Moffitt was just finding pulse bombs, which opened up the opportunity for the rest of his team to follow through with that one and find the first and nearly the second checkpoint.
And we saw on You Guys Get Paid, their offense really struggling to get point A, almost getting shut down. They captured it with about 13 seconds remaining, and then LG.Loyal doing a really good job of just a really offensive defense coming out from them. They were continually fighting at the gate and barely let that payload move. Just came up to a slip from them that allowed You Guys Get Paid to push the point as far as it did. But like you had said, you have to be happy with the result, especially after what happened to you guys in the first 5-6 minutes of the match.
Yeah, and it looks like we're finally going to see Beast Halo actually move over to a Reinhardt, and they're going to change up everything, putting Moffat now on the 76, space as well, over to the Zarya and Arena. So they're going with the triple tank setup on the side of Get Paid. I like this a little bit better for defending. As for the offense from LG.Loyal, looks like they want to... I'm not sure if Olba's actually going to stick with this Pharaoh. We'll have to see if that's something he wants to break out.
I think so. This is one of the things that you guys Get Paid were kind of missing out. They just didn't have that long range poking ability on their composition. So now Olba with this Pharah could definitely pay off for them.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it fares against Moffat, specifically without having a Mercy to accompany him here. So going with the triple DPS setup. Hidan, of course, going to be on the Zenyatta pick here. Let's see what they can get done with it and how aggressive they're really willing to get things settled here. As we already see Spree up top taking a big chunk of damage. He's lucky to be alive right here.
They have made their entry through that choke point. You guys Get Paid playing a lot more defensively so far. They have spotted out the dive composition along with that Pharah. Now it's going to be down to Moffat to try and deal with him, but he's already taken to the inside.
Oh, a nice pick coming out. Psycho Waffle the first to drop here. Beast Halo as well. Going to be under a lot of pressure now. Spree is just not being dealt with. He's going to find the kill there on the Beast Halo. Took a little bit of damage here. But again, Olba not really being contested in the skies here. As still looking for space. Space, a little bit of pressure. He's pretty high in terms of charge, but he's going to be taken down now. 2 ticks on the board, and just like that, LG.Loyal take a commanding point A capture.
Yeah, this is the complete opposite of how the map started off in Arnaika involved. You guys Get Paid really struggling on point A, and now Olba pushing forward with that fire. Wasn't able to get the concussive, but this is what I was talking about. Being able to continually apply the pressure from range and just chip away at them. That Winston, he's got the Tesla cannon to just try and chip at them too, and now they get that kill onto Rina.
This is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. LG.Loyal are just... they're just plowing these guys over right now. They have 5:05 to get to almost the second checkpoint. Not even quite there. As they continue with this aggression, they're actually going to back off of this one. They've got a lot to work with as well. It's going to be 6 ultimates up for LG.Loyal. They're going to go ahead and pop the Dragon Blade out here. Nanovisor's out for Moffat though. Does he find anything? He does find Ube. That's a big pickup because he had the Dragon Blade out, and finally some resistance from Get Paid.
Alright, we see a last little bit of justice coming out. Olba only getting 1 kill off of that. He might be wanting to swap off now.
Yeah, actually, I'm really surprised he used that whole hog right there. I'm not really a big fan of that Rina. They pretty much already secured that. No, there's a super food coming down up top. He's going to find that kill for him. And LG.Loyal going to continue to move forward. And Jet, this is going to come down to one final team fight. This might even be staggered because it's going to be Space and Beast Halo coming off of respawn.
Yeah, Hidan finding a last pick onto that Diva there. Now Superfluke even jumping on top of them there on the left-hand side. He's got that Primal Rage keeping them away. This is going to be it. It is contested on the point, but Transcendence is going to come out from Hidan.
Yeah, we see the Earthshatter from Beast Halo. Is it enough to get anything done? It was a good effort coming out there from Superfluke to try to push him all the way back, but that payload is 0.42 meters away. The wheels aren't rolling, as it looks like Psycho Waffle saves the day with the sound barrier, but still 3:45 for them to hold off.
Yeah, I'm going to congratulate you on your bravery to try and do math on stream. Yeah, 0.42 meters. It was so close there. But now 3 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock for LG.Loyal to just finish this out. They have all the tools at the ready. Olba drops a little bit low, but I mean, they've got that Dragon Blade. They've got Spree with that Pulse Bomb. We'll see if he can land anything good on it. No, whiffs it onto the point.
His idea there was to try to contest it, no, not even just to contest it, just to find that stick on the Psycho Waffle, then hope that he can sneakily push it there. But here's the Dragon Blade coming out from Ube, looking for Moffat, finds the pick, the rest of the squad cleans it up on the payload. The Nano Boost onto the Diva, gonna keep him alive for a little bit longer. Does he get the reset even? Finds a kill, surprisingly enough, onto Olba as they still are trying to contest it. There's another Transcendence out here for Hidan, and ultimately that should secure it. I mean, they do have Beast Halo back on the payload, but Spree is tearing this one up. There's a Primal Rage coming out from Superfluke as well. An endless fight, Jet.
Yep, ultimates after ultimates getting committed by both sides. Oh no, Rita gets knocked off there by Superfluke's Primal Rage jump, and this might just be it. But we said this before.
Oh, he actually jumps off the map, Mr. Squishy, not the direction he wanted to go. And finally, LG.Loyal gonna be able to clean up this first map and go up 1-0 in the series. Very clean game from these guys, as one map away from putting themselves at 2-1 in the standings.
Yeah, really explosive start coming out from them, and it was just too much damage coming out from everywhere. High ground, low ground, Spree and Olba, that combination just applying so much pressure. Super Fluke and Ube also on point A, just jumping right on top of that Soldier 76, making sure he can do any damage. I mean, Moffat just had no space whatsoever. He had to retreat back into the house, and then from there, it just all fell apart for them.
Now they get 3 cards. Ooh, 71% kill participation coming out there from Spree with 50 elims. It's big, pretty big card, I'd have to say, there for LG.Loyal.
100%.
And now we're gonna wait to see what the map selection is gonna be here from Get Paid. I feel like maybe we're gonna head to Ilios. I feel like that could be a map. Thankfully, for the side of LG.Loyal, we don't have any like 2CPs, so we don't have to worry about, you know, them maybe pulling an upset in that map. But you know, heading into any of these next maps, I'm expecting LG.Loyal to easily find another victory, given what we just saw there in Eichenwald.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, it didn't
Kings
look like
Row.
they struggled at all, and so we are going to go ahead to Kings Row. It is you guys get paid's pick. We'll see if they want to go defense or offense.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they were going to want to go in terms of defense or offense to get things started here. But if they drop this map, they're going to drop to 0-2 in the standings, giving them sole possession of last place here in Group B. Definitely not how they want to go out here in day number 2. Like I had mentioned before, you know, these are the big games for all these teams because Rogue starts tomorrow. I think they have 2 consecutive days of double headers, and that's where we're going to start to see some losses, I think, pile up for some of these teams here. So this is a big game for both these teams here, and it looks like, again, man, Get Paid, not even knowing if they're the ones to pick the side.
All right, so they want to actually start off on the offensive. And so, and we might have a short third match
game number
here.
3. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I mean, I love the guys on the side of Get Paid. You know, I've watched a lot of this team itself, all 6 of these guys in previous smaller tournaments and weekly tournaments that I cast. And, you know, they're a fun group of guys to watch. It's really, I love watching Moffat as well on the Tracer and Rena as well. But outside of Moffat, I'm yet to see these guys explode like I have in these smaller tournaments. Of course, they're taking on a lot tougher talent, but I'm looking for Rena and Mr. Squishy to really try to come alive here against LG.Loyal, and that's going to have to happen. Otherwise, they're going to end up losing this game.
Yeah, Reno was largely shut out there on Eichenwald. His initial Dragon Blade immediately getting countered. He just hasn't been able to find his footing so far, and LG.Loyal already warmed up. Like, they're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, they certainly are. Who did they take out yesterday? They took down FaZe 2-1, if I'm not mistaken, and then they lost to Tempo Storm, which is really, I don't know. Honestly, I'm a little surprised by the Tempo Storm result, as I mentioned before, but this is a big game for these guys. They want to get to 2-1 in the standings. That would put them at about 2nd place, if I'm not mistaken, behind Team Liquid at 2-0. So looking for these guys to pull out something big here and take a 2-0 potentially. But Get Paid, they have an opportunity. They have an opportunity to take this to a game number 3, but it's going to have to be something special, I think, if they want to do that.
All right, and it looks like they just want to completely dictate the pace of this match as they are going once again for that triple die composition. Space is going to be picking up the 76, and more interesting to note is that Squishy, Mr. Squishy, is going to be on the Zenyatta, and he was actually putting in a lot of work with that Zenyatta in their earlier match. So I'm going to be looking to him to really try and shot call for that team, call out the targets, and hopefully they focus down the right targets. But man, they're really up against it. They had a difficult time on Oasis. It is a bit different of a map in comparison to Kings Row here, but man, LG.Loyal, their defense looked pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Mr. Squishy back on the Zenyatta. He's I've always liked watching him play this Zen pick, but it looks like they're going to pretty much go with what they ran before, except Space going to be on the 76. He played a little bit of Roadhog before as well, and Zarya, if I'm not mistaken. He had his hand at that. So triple DPS coming out here on the side of the offense, and nothing surprising at all coming out from LG.Loyal. Just going to be sticking to what they ran before.
Yep, and Olba is already holding on to the high ground here with that 76, so it's going to be very important for you guys Get Paid to do their due diligence and clear out the high ground, or he'll just go largely uncontested. Now the gate open, we are getting underway for map number 2 between LG.Loyal versus you guys Get Paid.
All right, let's see what sort of a pace Get Paid can set here with Moffitt and Rena in particular, trying to be big playmakers again. Moffitt looking for the flank here in the back, looking to deal a little damage. I like how LG.Loyal pulled everybody back to try to deal with him. Ooh, Moffitt's actually stuck here. Is he able to get out of this one live? No, Ube gonna say no to him. Gonna find that pick. This is gonna open up a big opportunity for the free pickings for Ube. There's another, just able to stack that one for himself. Maybe looking for Rena. Should be able to find that kill, but LG.Loyal looking so good to get this started.
Yeah, Ube, once again, just an absolute madman on this hog. They're going to clean up that team fight. They do have to go ahead and regroup on the side of You Guys Get Paid. Narrowly missing with that hook is Ube, as Rena will get healed up.
Not a whole lot in terms of ult charge being out here other than the Ana nearing 80%. Space is actually getting pretty close. He was able to punch out quite a bit of damage along with Moffitt in that last fight. Moffitt's actually in the backline again. There's another pick coming out from Ube. Finds Rena again. No luck spree, almost taken down. That was dangerous, but the rest of the team was already eliminated. Really wouldn't have made much of a difference. Give some heals to Super Fluke, please. He's almost taken down. And LG.Loyal again are just rolling over Get Paid.
I love Hedon's Ana, one of the best Anas in the game, I would say. As you saw Beast Halo jumping on in, it's a pretty easy target. He's a really big monkey with a really large hitbox, but he landed that sleep. They focused him down. That was an easy play coming out for them. Now Oba on the hunt for Space. Space still up top. He's got that tactical visor ready, and they haven't cleared him out of there.
Yeah, he's actually going to drop down below. There's the attack visor coming out from both sides. It's the nano visor from Orba, though. Sound barrier helps him out because the Transcendence came there from Mr. Squishy. It doesn't even matter. They used a lot of ults. Ooh, 3 picks coming regardless, and they're going to continue to aggress. But no, Super Fluke coming through. Another hook coming out there on the side of Ube. And they're going to have a little bit of a long walk, but they should be able to get Lucio speed boosted back to the point in time. 150 remaining.
Alright, so with that pick, they're going to get right back onto that point. Super Fluke looking for this Earth Shatter, though. And now, with Beast Halo actually in his Primal Rage, there's absolutely nothing to stop the Shatter if he goes for it. He lands it onto Moffitt. He's starting to clean up now. Ube is the one that kills Moffitt there. Now they continue to push forward. Super Fluke will actually survive.
That's a nice projected barrier from Spree, keeping him alive, and then good heals, of course, coming out there from Lucio and Ana. And 120 now. They did get 1 tick in the original first push, so that is something to take note of, but they're going to be struggling. I mean, they really struggled on Eichenwald to be able to come through with it. I think they're going to struggle here as well. 110, only a couple of pushes remaining, and there's a lot to work with from Loyal.
Yeah, they are really getting the distance off of those ultimates as the Graviton Surge comes in. Will he be able to get the purple? He does. Oba comes in, cleans that up. That's a 3-for-1 trade. Mr. Squishy just getting the consolation kill onto Oba there.
That's just good ult management as well. They knew they only needed to use the Pulse Bomb and that Graviton Surge, holding on to the Nano Hog that's probably going to come out in this next fight, as well as Super Fluke and Bell coming through there with those potentially in this final fight. I mean, this is the last opportunity they have to get anything going. They have a Transcendence, though, so I'm looking for that to be a big playmaker. There's the whole lot coming out. He's going to get the Nano Boost. Gets knocked all the way back, unfortunately, by the... what did he get knocked back by? It must have been Cypher Waffle, if I'm not mistaken. But in the end, the Transcendence comes through. Can they finish this off?
Did I mention how good of a Zarya Spree is? Saving that Pulse Bomb target with the projected barrier. That was Hedon that almost got connected there. And now they're just trading, and it's going to be Ube to clean up Moffitt. Now the Dragon Blade finally comes out from Rena. He's already at half health. He only finds Hedon so far, and he gets cleaned up. But that entire time, no one was on the point.
Oh, he was too busy, man. He was too busy making plays for his team. He killed the Tracer, he killed the Genji, and he was trying to kill the Winston. I don't know. That was just his team wasn't able to find a way to get back onto the point. And again, this happened on Eichenwald as well. They give up the point at the last second, giving them another 230 to work with here in the streets phase. But it's going to be difficult for Get Paid to actually get a lot of distance covered.
Yeah, look, you know, generally with this composition, you see the offense try to get that proxy farming going on. Graviton Surge comes out along with that whole hog. Ube already with 3. Will he get the 4th onto Beast? Beast stays alive for now. It's going to be Oba that cleans that up. Man, generally, like I was saying, with the offense, with this kind of composition, you want to try and cut them off on the respawns, but Ube surviving on that last point, they're able to regroup on the defense and contest so far up here.
This is honestly Ube's game right now. This is his map. He is showing his level of dominance here. on the Roadhog, and there's nothing they're able to do against him. I mean, Moffat's just being shut down as well. There's a Shatter to get it started. Super Plug cleans it up with the Fire Strike. He gets the Nano Boost, and again, gonna say goodnight to these guys and give them a couple more pushes, but thankfully for Get Paid, they're gonna be going into nothing. Unfortunately, they have nothing other than a Graviton Surge, so not gonna be too good for them.
I audibly just yelled there. It was just such a great shatter coming out from Super Fluke. Everyone just ran into it. He connected onto 4 members, but like you had mentioned, now they do have the ultimate advantage, but still, take a look at the time. 50 seconds left remaining. Even if they win this team fight with the Graviton Surge, space goes down. Never mind.
Orba is in their base, just in their spawn, and just harassing them left and right. I don't know if that should be legal here. He is just destroying these guys. Finding another pick on the Moffat as well with Super Fluke. And like you had said, they have the Graviton Surge, but only 30 seconds to go. Can they even make it back to the payload at this point?
Oh, Olba. Oh, Olba. He's on the hunt once again. He's going to force out the recall from the enemy tracer. Here comes a Graviton Surge. He just goes ahead and lobs that Pulse Bomb. Finally, Rina gets a kill onto Super Fluke. Ube gets connected with that Pulse Bomb. Will go down. But once again, with that defensive position hold, oh my goodness, actually, they're fighting back into this.
They're actually moving the payload all the while. I mean, wait, are they? No. It was actually going back a little bit. It is going forward a little bit here. But even so, we see that Dragon Blade come out there. Not able to find anything. Reno was immediately taken down. They do have a Graviton Surge from Spree and Orbo to try to clean this one up. Pulse Bomb's out there, finds the stick. But Beast Halo is the lone survivor here, along with a couple other guys. Spree as well, just going to go ahead and die here. And Get Paid, buying themselves another opportunity to get a second checkpoint.
But with that really aggressive defensive hold, that's going to allow LG.Loyal to come in for one more defense as the payload is getting closer and closer to that checkpoint.
Now they have time to get a regroup. They have that Graviton Surge, but Spree is so far behind the rest of his team. He needs to get speed boosted up. That's exactly what they're going to do here. There's some aggression coming out from Beast Halo. Looking for the Graviton Surge. Only connects on to... Oh, he gets 4 in there, but the Transcendence comes through. A big shatter from Super Fluke. Able to secure maybe a few kills as soon as that Transcendence is done. Fire Strike helps out. Orba now coming through with a pick of his own. Down barrier's out. Moffat now finds a pick there on his Super Fluke. But remember, the spawn advantage is so in favor of the defense right now. Full logs out from Ube. He might be able to finish this one up for his team. Still, they do find another kill on Ube and Olba and Get Paid, having an opportunity to try to finish out the map.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get that checkpoint, and unfortunately Spree, he was supercharged that entire time. He was sitting at about 80-90 energy that entire fight, just was not able to get onto that slippery Lucio to finish him off. But now, another opportunity, just a lifeline in the hands of you guys. Get Paid at this point. They've got the nano to work with. Olba, gotta be careful.
Yeah, I mean, put away now on that, they can change over to the Pharah here, because there's not really a whole lot to deal with other than putting that Orb of Discord onto him. There's another pick coming out. They're able to find that one for themselves. You gotta remember, at this stage of the game, with only 90 seconds originally and now 50 to go, ooh, nice pick coming out. You gotta pretty much make a full 6-man push, but on the front line of things, it's Beast Halo finding the few. They used the Graviton Surge that actually came out there from Spree. But ultimately, it's going to be Get Paid again, moving forward with limited time.
Yeah, LG.Loyal having a very difficult time trying to complete this out. Spree now no Graviton. He used it in the last fight there. Unfortunately, now their ultimates are just kind of staggering in one by one. You got to be careful with that. We've got the Dragon Blade coming out from Rina.
Yeah, looking to finish off. He then does find that kick, but Super Fluke comes through with one of his own. This is nothing. Oh, the boop comes through. I don't even know if it was a boop. Spree just kind of fell off the map. That's unfortunate. Super Fluke solo ults Moffat, finds the pick before being taken down. This is an absolute bloodbath, but that will seal the deal as no one's able to get back in time. Again, Jet, if you're Get Paid, you're satisfied with where you pushed that payload, because they were on the verge of not even coming up with that first checkpoint.
Yeah, once again, it was the exact same story from Oasis. In the fleeting seconds of the round, they were able to capture point A. Things looked good on the defensive side for LG.Loyal. They had a great position on the streets phase there. Unfortunately, just some heroics coming out on the side of you guys Get Paid, and they almost completed out the map. That should not have happened. That should not have happened.
I mean, it's kind of a new squad for Loyal right here, so you know, some of those mistakes is definitely understandable. But I mean, they're going up against really, really good players as well. So to see them push that distance Not surprised, but with the level of dominance portrayed on Eichenwald from Loyal, and then on that point A, yeah, then I'm saying, okay, that should not have went that far. Still, they were so dominant on offense. I can't imagine LG.Loyal not being able to push to that third checkpoint.
Alright, just changing up the scene real quickly. There we go. We've got the proper stuff. LG.Loyal on the attacking side now. We've seen Oba on this Widowmaker before, and Widowmaker no stranger to King's Row whatsoever, canonically and also just in competitive play. And he was largely successful, I believe, when they were facing off against, was it Fate? No. Was it FaZe Clan? It was FaZe Clan, correct? When they were playing on Oasis? Yeah.
Correct.
And so he was able to win the Widow battles. Now we'll see if he can open up this team fight, getting a nice pick on him. Currently, though, on the side of the defense where you guys get paid, they're not peeking out at all. They're just going to play this very conservatively. Don't want to give up anything for free to LG.Loyal.
So they're going to be going with the dive composition here. Actually, yep, they're going to be sticking with this one, and we'll see if Oba is actually going to continue with the Widowmaker pick or just trying to spot some picks out here. He's actually going to stick with this one, so he's going to fully commit to it. Let's see what he can get done. On the offensive end of things is LG.Loyal. Have their mark set out for them. They take this map. They're going to take the series. Oh, there's a nice pick, though. 2 hits will seal it for Oba.
Double dink coming out, and now the divers just cleaning up. Ube picking up a kill. And that's going to be Spree just dominantly winning this fight. Now they're on the hunt for Moffett.
Oba, what a monster here on this Widowmaker. And that, just like that, it's going to be under a 45-second capture coming through of the first objective here on King's Row. And that's not how you want to start if you're getting paid.
Not at all, but hey, at least they're going to be able to stem the tides just a little bit with that pick onto Spree, so they don't have to worry about the spawn camping. Now they are on the hunt for Oba. They want to get their revenge, but he will be able to back away. Now the great thing for that from that team fight for LG.Loyal was that it was so decisive. They did so much damage. They are currently in the ultimate advantage. They're working towards it closer, but Rina coming in with a great hook on the super fluke takes him out.
Oh, Oba's actually struggling to find some hits here. He's had a rough time behind the Reinhardt shield, and Moffett's up top with the high ground. He gets a pick there, as we actually see Spree drop the full spawn, not able to find anything and get paid now. A little bit of an aggressive defense here. I like this. I like what I'm seeing. Oba is actually making the change now over from the Widowmaker. I like the choice going over to the Pharaoh.
Yeah, that was odd. I thought I heard the stick animation now. Great concussive blast is going to catch out Beast. Halo, he takes it direct to the face, and Speedon finishes it off. And there we go. Dragon Blade comes out for Ube.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if the Dragon Blade was necessary at this point, but they want to wrap up the fight here. Arena actually with the Nano Hog comes through. They get the kill with the deflect. Spree is just going to go ahead and die off as well, so he can get the reset with the rest of the team. They lost Super Fluke in the engagement, but they still have a Transcendence to work with, and 435 on the clock.
Yeah, Hedon was just such a beast. This is Zenyatta. It's a DPS Zenyatta. He does catch out one over end left alley, and Spree's now on the hunt for Moffett.
Not a lot to work with. Actually, nothing to work with if you are get paid. Sound barrier on the way, but Beast Halo's got to get a few hits if he wants to find himself with an Earth Shatter. Oh no, so much pressure though. The flank from Spree again. This is actually avoids the sleep start that came out from Squishy. Transcendence is out here just to ensure the second checkpoint is captured, because we see Space still 3 remaining up top here. Takes a little bit of damage. He's got 21 HP. He's going to get pressured upon though as Super Fluke comes around the corner, finds the kill for himself, and LG.Loyal going to buy themselves another 90 seconds to finish off the map.
Man, Halo continue to push forward. They are on the hunt for Moffett here, but yeah, great team fight. The entire time Spree was just dealing with individual threats by individual threats, one at a time, making sure they weren't able to actually continue to stay in the back line. There's Arena and Moffett having a very difficult time trying to dive against them.
Still, they actually saved most of their ultimates aside from that Transcendence in that last fight. Nearing another Dragon Blade from Ube. This could very well seal it. 2 team fights will do the deed, but Moffett's the first to fall as Spree finds that pick for himself. Such a nuisance here. There's a pulse bomb. It sticks under the Reinhardt. Doesn't quite find the kill because of that sound barrier from Psycho Waffle, but in the end, he will go down. Both of them actually going to go down. Dragon Blade now out for Ube, trying to clean this up. Raj from up top from Oba finds a couple of kills for himself. Rena gets the deflect kill on the Oba. In the end, LG.Loyal are still moving forward.
Yep, they have one more opportunity though. They are going to have to get onto this point very quickly. try and contest, but Super Fluke does have that Primal Rage if he wants to try and bat them away. Instead, they're going to go ahead and back off. Great call coming out from them. Spree gets the kill onto Muffin, who tried to go for that pulse bomb.
Yeah, not the greatest pulse bomb, unfortunately. Ube was able to back off that arena now with the Dragon Blade. It just gets dropped. Had the perfect spot to be able to find some kills, but instantly just taken down there. They should rack these kills up and finish the deed. That's going to be LG.Loyal taking a 2-0 here up against Get Paid as soon as they can deal with Moffat. And Rena as well might be able to contest this one. No, not going to be the case. It's LG.Loyal putting themselves at 2-1 in the standing.
Whew, GG's coming out from both sides, and yeah, that was a decisive victory on all across the board coming out from LG.Loyal, both on Eichenwald and here on Kings Row, showing that they are a bit on a different level against You Guys Get Paid. Mini Genji?
That was impressive. I'm really impressed with Loyal. Going into this match, I had my expectations. I expected Loyal to take this one, but not that handedly. A little worrying, I guess, on defense to giving up a few points I don't think they should have, but congrats to these guys, moving up to 2-1 in the standings, and honestly, one step closer now to moving themselves into the quarterfinals. I think another win should secure it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw in both NA and group stages earlier on that teams with 2-3 were able to move on. This is a very comfortable space at this point for LG.Loyal moving forward, and especially against the competition. They've already gotten FaZe out of the way. They just have to face off against Rogue, and from there they're just in a really great spot. Yeah,
I think who'd they play? They played FaZe and then Get Paid, and I can't quite. Oh, it's Tempo Storm as well. So their only other ones are going to be Liquid and Rogue. If I'm not mistaken, which will have to come up with victories. They actually don't play tomorrow. Tomorrow's schedule is all about Rogue, man. Rogue takes on FaZe, then Rogue plays Tempo Storm, and then it's Liquid and Get Paid. So even tomorrow, I'm looking forward to those matches. Should be 3 extremely exciting ones. Potentially. Depends what Rogue does up against FaZe and Tempo Storm.
Yeah, most definitely. And so that is going to be it for us. We will be back tomorrow. It is going to be at 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time once again for the Overwatch PIT Championships. Storm, it was a pleasure casting with you. Any final words before we close it out for the night?
No, it was a terrific series, 3 series we had today, guys. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at Game with Storm. Would appreciate the follow. Do a lot of Overwatch casting every single week, more than just this as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I had a blast, and Jet, it was a pleasure casting with you today.
Yeah, you did the Rivalcade last night, I believe. And those were fantastic matches. So tier 2, tier 3 teams just trying their best, make a name for themselves. You guys should check that out too. But yeah, I'm Jet Set Jamerson. I had a great time. This is my first time actually producing the show. It was fantastic. Yeah, you can find me at Jet Set Jamerson all across the board for social media, Twitch, Twitter, everything there. Yeah, that's going to be it for us. And once again, 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Tomorrow, we're going to have our next matches. Rogue going to be on deck for that. So have a great night, guys.